Hey, what is up, guys? John from Magic Tech Review. How are you guys doing tonight on this beautiful, beautiful evening? We are here, me and CV Tech. What is going on, buddy?
Hey, man, how's it going tonight?
All right, man. Man, I have been having issues, problems, concerns, all types of stuff. My laptop, new laptop that I bought just about a year ago was the HP one. The keyboard stopped working, so can't use that right now at the moment. So I am on a Acer right now. So this is the HP laptop right here. The keys just will not work. I don't know. Like, it's like certain keys work, certain keys don't. So I'm coming to you guys live from the Acer laptop here. So that didn't want to work for me. You want to talk about your problems or just keep going?
Man, I just have problems that keep going for days, man. Mainly it's just Boost Mobile. Apparently when I'm doing these kind of streams like this here, it's not too bad since, basically I'm not having used upload speeds. Nothing like that. But it looks pretty good from my end. On your end, it looks pretty solid. So
yeah.
I got that.
I just want to let everybody know that we're actually, you know what I'm saying? We're working here, man. We're doing our thing to try to get to everybody. So, oh man, finally get to be live. So I was gonna have to use another camera. I'm gonna show you guys the camera real quick, just to get you guys' opinion. But I think the camera that I'm using I don't know if you guys would like this camera better, but I think this is it's more blurry. This is the actual camera that comes on the laptop right here, but it's more like zoomed out and all that stuff. So
yeah, it looks more zoomed out on my end, but it looks like you're chopping a whole lot more than the other camera. That's just from what I'm seeing.
Okay, so I'll just use my usual camera, my Logitech web camera there that I usually use, but just to let everybody know what's going on. But, so yeah, so that's that. So we got T-Mobile Sprint merger news. We got same old LG stuff, man. What do you want to touch on first, man?
Let's go ahead and hit on the T-Mobile stuff and what we know about it.
Okay. Well, hold on. I want to give a shout out to Paw Patrol here, man. Paw Patrol is on a roll, man. It's those little those little juice cups that are little juice things. Lil John loves them, man. But anyways, all right. So, oh man. Okay. So did you watch the video? Anybody watch the video in the chat? The whole Sprint and John Lesnar and all that, they talking side by side. That was quite a spectacle.
Yeah, I didn't see it myself.
Okay, so basically, I got it from French. Okay, so what's up, guys? What's up, Robert Allen? What's going on? Everyday Tech. What's up going on? Big John Tech Reviews. What's going on, man? Yeah, I see everybody in the building, man. See everybody in the building. So trust me, man. We're gonna talk our heads off about this T-Mobile thing. So T-Mobile and Sprint, basically, they're combining, obviously, but they're doing it in such a way that they won't get stopped by the government, because basically the government is gonna try to stop them or whatever from doing this whole merger thing. That's what they're thinking. So they put out that video. It's basically a real big PR stunt. And they were talking about how many jobs are going to be made and how many jobs are going to be, whatever. And then, 5G. So basically, they're going to combine forces to make 5G, and that Verizon and AT&T can't do it. And that they're going to bring more rural coverage. They just kept saying rural, which means like basically the sticks, say out there in the sticks, that they're going to be bringing a lot more coverage to them. So basically, that was like the gist of the video. They had a little plot twists here and there and things, but basically they're concerned that Uncle Sam is not going to let this go through. So they're saying there's Verizon, AT&T, they're saying that Comcast is out there, and they're saying other different companies. So it's not just the big four. They're saying it's the big 7 or 8, basically. And so they said they're going to make jobs. That's what they said. They said they're not going to lose any jobs. So, which is kind of weird to me, because I know as soon as this thing happens, it's like jobs are going to get cut, So I don't know.
It's a Curry where it says if he already covered 99%, it won't be any different. Yeah. So I guess now with merging with Sprint, they're going to cover 110%, maybe. You reckon?
110%. Oh man, Luke Tech, shout out to Luke Tech, man. Thank you for that dollar donation, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Luke Tech does channel, by the way. He goes live a lot. So go ahead and check him out as well. Man.
So what I would like to see happen is, I know this is just a long shot. This is what I like to see happen with the whole T-Mobile Sprint. I wish it would be nice if T-Mobile took every bit of Sprint's towers, everything that they have going for them, convert every tower to GSM and combine them in with T-Mobile, make it one great big GSM carrier to where it would just sit there and really improve the rural areas, country areas, major areas, pretty much every area. There's a lot of coverage with Sprint that Metro can't touch. So it would be really nice if it would be able to just bring all the towers over to just one company. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Not sure what their deal is.
Let me clear something up. Let me assure everybody in the chat that this shit is not going to be like, oh, all of a sudden all Sprint phones are going to work on T-Mobile. All of a sudden all T-Mobile phones are going to work on Sprint. Heck no, that's not going to happen overnight. You're going to have to buy new phones. You're going to have to get new chips and new, SIM cards or whatever the case may be. It's not going to they're not going to just flip a switch on and all of a sudden your Sprint phone is going to work on T-Mobile or your T-Mobile phone is going to work on Sprint. That's not going to happen.
Nope.
Whatsoever. They're going to sell you rebranded phones basically that can, probably use every tower and the bands. So it's going to be a mess for sure.
Yep. It will be for a while. I mean, and just because they signed, they completed the merger now, it could be what, a year and a half before they
even more. Yeah. So
maybe,
if your Sprint,
maybe even 2020,
if your Sprint coverage sucks right now, it's going to suck in 2 or 3 or 4 years. It's not going to just be like, okay, oh, they merged. Hey, now I can make a call. No, it's still going to suck. No, man. Oh, man. Okay.
What would be nice is if they got rid of Metro and then took the Boost name. Because to me, the Boost mobile name and the logos and all that looks a whole lot better than the Metro. It's just my personal. Because then it won't be only Metro that's covering. So who knows what's going to happen? There's still a lot to be said, a lot to be done, discussed, talked about before anything is done.
Basically, they just like, it's basically like they're going out. You know what I'm saying? Now they're like, okay, we're going steady. They let everybody know, like, hey, we're doing this thing now. We're in bed. We're steady. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they're saying basically. But nothing has been done. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is confirmed. Still has to go by, Congress and all that. So,
Chris Stevenson said maybe prices will go down if T-Mobile and Sprint merge. I doubt it because then if T-Mobile and Sprint merge, they're going to be up around 120 million, customers up there with Verizon and AT&T. So I imagine they'll go up in price.
Yes, and especially they're saying 5G. Oh my God, they said 5G, like literally the whole thing was just about 5G. That's what the whole shebang was basically. So yeah, it's basically. So let me see who's in the chat tonight. What's up, bro?
Luke Tech, and everybody else. I'm on Boost Mobile. I'm having a crap load of issues with Boost Mobile with data. So if I'm lagging, I'm just going to be lagging. There's nothing I can do about it. I've done all I could do with Boost Mobile, and my upload speeds are crappy. My download speeds are good. If I'm lagging, I'm just going to lag, and I can't help it. So
I can hear him perfectly fine, but hey, it is what it is. But all right, so yeah, man. You guys can go ahead and watch the video. Basically starts off with good old John. Oh my God, John Ledger, and then it switches over to the Sprint CEO, basically, and they're just talking. I've never heard a Sprint CEO talk like that. I've never heard him. I forget his name. If somebody knows his name, I don't know his name. It's John something.
Is it? God, I can't remember his name. But yeah, I mean, so what's your overall thoughts? Think it's a good deal?
Man, I just don't. As much as I dog on Sprint, I don't want to see Sprint go.
Yeah, because Sprint's been around for so long, and T-Mobile just one of them. I don't know. And but like I said, if they do like what I'm hoping that they're going to do, which is convert all of Sprint's towers over to GSM and just have one great big network where it's going to boost coverage everywhere, it's going to be helpful. It's going to be helpful to everybody with Sprint who has Sprint and T-Mobile right now. But who knows? They're liable to screw it up. You just never know.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Tammy? What's going on? So yes, Marcelo. There you go. It's John Marcelo. So yeah, he has a heavy accent. I think he's Spanish. I don't know. He has a very heavy accent though. Never heard him talk.
Yeah.
So
right.
very, very well presented thing though. It was really direct, really nice. And like I said, they talked about the 5G, man, a lot. That's what they were like. Their main focus was on 5G, and they said basically that Verizon or AT&T themselves couldn't do the 5G. It's basically PR talk, and they were trying to like, it's like, oh, we need to do this. We need to do this. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do the jobs. We're going to create this and that, It's like, I don't know. It's like they were trying to convince you that this needed to happen, Yep. So I think Marcelo's from Puerto Rico or Mexico. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Definitely, man. Definitely just great to see a Hispanic up there in the ranks and CEO.
Timmy asked who's better, Metro, PCS, or Cricket. It's really all a matter of where you live. To me, I would say Cricket because stronger network overall. But of course, you got to deal with the cap speeds of 8 megabits per second with Cricket. But that's really enough if you're, just for doing whatever. But if you live mainly in the city, you're in a big area where you're never in the country or the sticks, Metro is pretty solid. But Cricket, I would say overall, if you live in a rural area, country area, or anywhere, you're gonna have better signal and better reliability with Sprint. That's just what I've experienced.
I don't know what's going on with my mic, man. Sorry, guys. I'm like trying to stabilize it. There we go. Acting funny, acting weird. Hey, man, just popped in to say hi. Hey, what's up, Scott? What's up, Karen? What's going on? So basically I don't know, man. I mean, whatever. I'm still skeptical, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still like, all right, fine, whatever. But I don't see what they couldn't do with Sprint and T-Mobile, and all of a sudden now they're gonna do to combine. It's just like, and then so that means you're gonna take away Sprint pricing, you're gonna take away T-Mobile pricing. It's like come on, Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, there might be a little bit more trolls than usual. So moderators, please help me out tonight. I unbanned practically almost everybody just to see who was there. Apparently, a lot of moderators have been banning people, so I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, if you're a mod in the chat, stay vigilant, and Nightbot got you back too. Gonna help out. So yeah, it might be a few people that pop in here that haven't been in here for a while. I don't know why people got muted. It's so weird, dude. It's like, and it's just like a big old list that I didn't even touch. So somebody somehow has been going through my comments and like banning people left and right. As you can see, I have like 50 viewers now. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody was doing that, man. It really ticked me off. So Chris Stevenson, yeah. So don't ban people unless they say something crazy, racist or something like that. But other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? Little disagreements here and there is fine, man. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know who went through, and it's like whatever. If they said like anything like semi bad, it's like they just like banned them all together. It's just like, what are you doing, man? Chill out. We need people, we need viewers, you know what I'm saying? So just chill out with the bands, man. All right.
But yeah, I don't think this is going to make prices lower for any company, for any carrier. If all this talk about 5G is only going to go up, prices only going to go up.
Oh yeah. Oh, and man, guys, I have been getting lots and lots and lots of views on this one video. I don't know what's going on. If you want to touch on that, CV Tech, man, this has been crazy. It's been making my mind go crazy. All right. So let me show you guys real quick. I'm going to show you guys real quick something on my phone. and I don't know if somebody bought me views or but is botting my channel. I don't know what's going on, but basically, guys, like I usually get like around 10,000, 11,000 views a day or something like that. You know what I'm saying? The channel does okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, but as you can see here, guys, I don't know if you can see, but you can see these big old spikes right there. And it's like I got on that video with the dual speakers, I got 11,000 views in like a day or two. And that's just like really unusual. And I don't know if it's like people buying me views. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just here to say, YouTube, I don't know what the heck's going on. I ain't buying no damn views. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm kind of nervous. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of nervous because I don't want YouTube to be like, oh, well, you bought these views or you bought these likes and all that stuff. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it's just
It
kind of
happens
freaking me
sometimes
out.
like that. It happens sometimes like that, though. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, Rose Jane, how you doing tonight? Thank you for joining in.
So yeah, we got
Yeah,
Rose
Verizon.
Jane. Okay.
Yeah, Verizon is supposed to go GSM themselves 2019, but I haven't heard much about it. Have you?
No, I haven't. I haven't. Um, what did you touch on your last live stream? Maybe we can talk about that real quick for a sec.
Dog, if I know. Boost is Boost is awful data speeds.
Okay. And then I think you said something about iPhone SE or something like that.
The iPhone SE2.
Okay.
From what they are talking about, I mean, I don't know of any kind of like official specs or whatever. Just kind of still a little bit of speculation on this, that, and the other. Some are saying it's going to be like the iPhone 10 with just got the fingerprint scanner or the Touch ID. It's going to be all screen and all that. But then I've heard it's going to be like the same iPhone SE with a glass back and just a little bit of updated specs, and going to be about $500. I don't know. Um, I mean, to me, if it's glass back, I don't really care about that. If they keep the same design, maybe a little bit larger screen, the A10 chip with 2 gigabytes of RAM, a better front-facing camera. I may upgrade. I may upgrade to the SC2. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the iPhone SE. You know, I mean, yeah, the 6S, 7, 8, they're all nice as well, but I just prefer the body style of the SC 5S SE. That's just my personal preference.
Yeah. I mean, damn, I'm just thinking about like what's gonna happen to Boost Mobile, what's gonna happen to obviously it's gonna change somehow. There's gonna change somehow. I don't know what kind of changes they're gonna be, you know. And is Little John gonna be excited about this, Little John? T-Mobile, buddy. You can you
Joel,
could
Joel Churchill says, "Hey RJ, what do you think about the Huawei P20 Pro? If I could get any phone right now, it would be the Huawei P20 Pro. That is like the top dog phone right now that I would buy over any phone if I could afford it. But what they're asking for, there's just no way. But the Twilight P20 Pro would be my number one choice. It's just an awesome phone from what I've seen, and I mean I don't care. I mean it's like Galaxy S9 what or no, iPhone what? That's just from what I've been seeing. So I mean I like it.
So T-Mobile's going to be taking over Sprint. Basically, that was the whole hang up the last time. Is that the SoftBank company, which, if for you guys that don't know, Sprint is almost, I think it's 85% owned by a Chinese company, which is kind of weird, kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? They're killing all these Chinese manufacturers, but yet Sprint is owned by a Chinese company, basically. And you know what I'm saying? It's totally okay. Like, whatever. It doesn't, just don't talk about that. Hush, hush. You know what I'm saying? So they did not want to be taken over by T-Mobile, basically. So that's what the whole hang up was, is that Sprint didn't want to be like, under T-Mobile now, but that's what's gonna happen. So basically T-Mobile is gonna just gobble up Sprint in this whole merger. So that's what's gonna happen.
Shane, I'm still on data on Boost Mobile, but when I go live with John, I'm not really using a lot of upload speed because I'm not going live myself. So it allows for a better live stream when I go live with him since he's calling me on, do hangouts and all like that, it's not through actual Sprint live stream. So let's helping that a little bit as well.
Does Little John have anxiety? Yeah. I would say so. He can't talk. He doesn't understand a lot of things. I would be very anxious if I couldn't tell people when I'm hurt, when I'm sick, when I need something. So yeah, he's got a lot of anxiety. Oh, SoftBank is Japanese. Oh,
yeah, it says SoftBank is Japanese.
My bad. Japanese.
Anyway, I can stop the black screen on my Blade X Max. What kind of black screen?
I mean, it don't happen to me. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Update it to the new update, man. That's all I can think about. I know you've said that before, Vincent D. So I don't know, bro.
Going to be called T Sprint. I doubt it'll be called T Sprint. I don't know if I'm going to guess it's gonna still be T-Mobile. I think the Sprint name will be gone. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be T-Mobile basically.
Unless they just decide to keep them separate, T-Mobile and Sprint, one CDMA, one GSM, and just T-Mobile has bought out Sprint, and they're going to keep it the same. Honestly, like I said, until it's all finalized, you'll know what they're going to do.
Okay, so there we go. So there you go. So that people are explaining it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen with this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they're just putting it out there and, just letting people know. I
have to kind of disagree. Their NS track says T-Mobile already covers all the areas that Sprint covers. Nah. No. Sprint covers a lot more rural areas than Metro ever thought about touching. In my state, I've been a number of places in the country, even outside the limits, where I have literally almost no coverage on T-Mobile and have full coverage on Sprint. So yeah, there's a lot of places, especially in the rural areas, where Sprint dominates Metro. Metro, like I said, I have drove 10, 15 miles before out in the country where I had great LTE, really good speeds on Boost and Sprint, and T-Mobile had absolutely no service at all. So yeah, there will be a benefit if they utilize those Sprint towers on T-Mobile. So yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to just shut down they're not going to just shut down the stuff. Plus, Sprint has I guess they have a different band, or they have a different what is it called, spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they're going to be using their spectrum. But so, what do you guys think in the chat? Go ahead and give me how are we going to do this? Because I know you guys. Give me a 5 if you think it's gonna. If it's not gonna happen, give me a 69 if you think it's gonna happen. So give me a 5 if you think the government's gonna say no, heck no, or give me a 69 if you think the merger will happen.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, with Boost Mobile, because I had a comment, I can't remember who it was from. I think it was last night. Said, why'd you go with Boost Mobile if they're not that, or you say that you're recommending Boost Mobile, but you don't, but something about the speeds or whatever. I mean, when it comes to Boost Mobile, I still recommend them really, really well. The only thing about Boost Mobile that seems to have really changed for some reason is the upload speeds. I mean, I can get 40, 50 megabits download speed, which is plenty of speeds for doing anything. But because of upload speed, something has changed. And, you might get 5 to 10 upload. And that's about max. I used to sit right here when I had Boost Mobile before. I could sit right here and I could pull 15, 20 megabits upload, 50 to 70 download, and be able to have a really nice, long, clear stream. But something with their signal or whatever has changed with their speed. I'm not really sure what it is. And of course, if you call Boost Mobile, they ain't gonna tell you nothing either. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it could be that they changed the thing, they adjusted the antenna. A lot of people don't know that you can actually adjust the antennas just because the antennas are up, or not the antennas, the towers.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually move it and adjust it a little bit so it can, for the range or whatever. So,
well, see, actually where I'm sitting at right now, I'm about a half a mile from a tower, and I am pulling the best. I mean, the DBMs. I'm pulling the best for LTE and signal. So I know that I'm pulling the best of the best right now where I'm sitting at. But it's just there's somebody in the chat the other night made mention of something that they've done with their towers makes their upload speeds not as fast as they used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in this track, different states is going to be different, you know. But I'm sure out of that 48% of Georgia only being covered, I'm sure there are spots in Georgia where Sprint outdoes T-Mobile. So, you know, every state's different, and there's going to be places. You know, I'm sure there are places in every state that are either dead on Boost or dead on Sprint or dead on T-Mobile. And so with them together and they bring in their towers together, you're going to see more of an improvement than what you're thinking.
So yeah, and basically this 5G, man. Oh my god, I don't even know. Like I don't even know what to say. They're saying that 5G is basically 4G LTE and 5G is like the difference between a black and white television and a color television. That's what they're trying to say.
I mean, we're already seeing speeds now upwards in the 200 megabit per second download on certain areas, certain markets before GLTE. I think that whole 5G is just a way to make more money and bring in, and to me, it's just a waste. I mean, it's just to me, that's just my personal opinion. It's a waste. Everybody else's views are different, but you know, that's just my view. 5G is a waste of time.
I mean, I'm not gonna say a complete waste. Sorry, guys, I had to get something to drink. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a complete waste, but I'm gonna say that it's like a gimmick. It's gonna be a gimmick, and it's like, I mean, how much throughput do you need? You know what I'm saying? If you've got like a good 4G LTE connection, like how much throughput do you need? You know, to like, I don't know, download your Angry Birds. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always say that, but you know what I'm saying? It's like
it's true. It's true.
I mean, most people like, what do you really need all that 5G for? You know, and it's like all they're gonna do is just charge you more. So you're gonna pay for the 5G regardless. So everybody that's on T-Mobile right now and Sprint, basically y'all are gonna pay for them to build out a 5G network. That's what's gonna happen. So
yeah, you know, and I see a jump of like $20-$30 a month for 5G and 4G LTE. It's just a money racket. All it is, in my opinion.
Oh, said net neutrality is the reason this deal finally happened. The mobile industry is becoming more and more of a monopoly. Uh-oh, Mill Hustles is in the house. Mill Hustles, why don't you join us, man? Tell us what you think. I'm gonna send over a thing here, so hopefully Mill Hustles will join up. Hopefully he
will. I agree, Kenneth Marlin. I mean, I've been some places used to with Boost Mobile right here where I'm sitting. I used to get tap 100 megabits per second easily. But for some reason their speed just slowed down. But like I say, honestly, I mean, if I use 8 megabits per second on Cricket, or if I use 80 megabits per second on Boost, yeah, you're gonna download apps a lot faster on Boost. But honestly, for just doing basic stuff, you don't really need, unless you're like in a big business where you need these blazing fast download upload speeds and having all this. I don't see the point of it. I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
So they're saying that cord cutters now are not using cable anymore. So they're basically saying that you're going to be able to use 5G and you're going to be able to have your cable running through there. You're not going to have Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to whatever. It's going to basically be your Wi-Fi routers. That's what basically they were alluding to. That a lot of, and they, you know, there's only one provider. Like I'm not going to name the provider that I'm with because that'll give away pretty much my location. But you know, in my area, it's only one service provider. So if you don't get cable and internet through them, you're basically done. It's a monopoly. So it's like, so yeah, cord cutting is why we have DirecTV now. Yeah. So basically they're saying that people are going to be able to cord cut and use 5G network to actually, you know, get your cable needs. That's what they're trying to say. So that this
yeah. Yeah, Shane, when I had Straight Talk using Verizon, I mean, I had really good. I mean, that was the best coverage in my immediate area. But you know,
So yeah, so that's basically what they're saying is like, oh well, we'll be able to provide, 5G speeds, and we'll be able to provide different, different alternatives to having cable, or having Wi-Fi at your house. Basically, you're not going to have to go with Comcast, Cox, Time Warner, anything like that. It's just or Verizon Files or whatever the heck you have at your house. You'll just be able to do, go with the whole T-Mobile thing. So a T-Mobile little box sitting at your house, and of course they're going to charge you up the roof for that internet. It's not going to come cheap. So I don't know what they're thinking.
And like Kenneth Moss of Verizon is so overpriced. Can you imagine what Verizon is going to cost once they get 5G? I mean, could you imagine what Verizon is going to cost? I mean, AT&T is expensive as Verizon, but Verizon just nickels and dimes you to death.
Mill Hustles, you gonna join us, bro? Or are you just gonna be in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Robert Allen. You know what will happen with Boost if T-Mobile turns Sprint to GSM? Hopefully they'll do it. Hopefully they'll. Which I mean, Boost is on the Sprint towers anyway. So if Sprint turns GSM, then Boost Mobile is going to turn GSM because they run on the same towers and the same network and all as Sprint. So who knows? Who knows if they'll keep the Virgin brand, the Boost brand, all that whenever. Who knows? I mean, only time will tell. And really, right now, it's kind of too soon to tell. And they can. And I mean, even though they agreed on a deal and everything, it could still be kicked out. Possibly. Not saying it will be, but it could be.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
No Hustles, I'm gonna send you a link. I called you, but I guess you didn't get the call on there. I'm gonna send you a link through Gmail. So
Yeah, Verizon will cost $160 on 5G LTE. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I know what they are thinking. Money, exactly.
I mean, why else would you merge her? That's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna.
And what's so funny is you got what's so funny is you got all of these companies who are offering all this blazing fast data speeds, like a 200 megabits download, but they limit your streaming to only like 480p. And I'm like, unless you pay so much extra for it, and I'm like, that's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
What's up, guys?
Oh, there you go.
What's going on, Hustle?
What's up, CB? What up, Magic?
Hey, what's up, bro? Glad to see you in the house. What's going on, man? We got 50 viewers in the house. Everybody leave a like. Oh my God. And send a super chat.
I think this move is terrible for the mobile industry, honestly, because it's monopolizing and it's cutting out options for people, and people that have left T-Mobile for Sprint. It happens. So yeah, as you always say in your live stream, CV, nobody's better than anybody else. It's all about coverage. A lot of people are going to be really upset.
Mm-hmm. They will be. I mean,
go ahead.
But there's a bright side. There is a bright side. So now that T-Mobile is acquiring Sprint, they're going to get all those few Sprint towers. So when you combine them both, will they have the coverage of AT&T or Verizon or close?
Yeah, makes you wonder. I mean,
they still won't work in my house. That it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, in my area, if T-Mobile and Sprint merged tomorrow and put their towers together, I would still be getting the same coverage I'm getting right now. So it ain't gonna affect me none, cause but for a lot of people it will, and which is good.
Yeah, and also Trump was trying to stop this from happening, so he can still sign an order to block it. But it's funny because the guy, Ajit Pai, that is the one that's trying to kill net neutrality, because of that, this is why it happened. I'm not trying to get political, but this is facts.
Mm. So do you? So Mill Hustles, in your opinion, do you think that I know you said that you think it's a bad idea. So you think it would be better to keep all four major carriers and have more of a choice than to have just three?
For consumers, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%.
Because if this does fully go through, it's going to, people think that, I'm getting, awesome deals with Sprint Unlimited, awesome deals with T-Mobile Unlimited, but whenever they join forces, prices are not going to stay the same because they're going to be up there with AT&T and Verizon. Verizon's got like 130, 140 million customers, and T-Mobile's got around 70, and Sprint has around 50. So when you add those together, they're going to have around 120 million customers. So the prices is going to go up.
Very real possibility.
And I mean, they can pretty much do what they want after it's done, after the shebang is done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's your choice?
So what's going to happen to the Sprint CEO? Has anything been said about that?
He's going to be flipping burgers, I guess.
He might start his own thing. You never know.
Yeah, true. Which flipping burgers is not a bad job.
Does go through.
It happens.
If this goes through fully, you know who our number 4 carrier is going to be, right?
Who?
U.S. Cellular.
Yep.
It's going to move them up a notch. And I was having a conversation with I don't know, man. Well, they're a MVNO. I mean people with their own towers. I was talking to my U.S. Cellular rep, great lady, and she told me that U.S. Cellular is considered a regional carrier, but they have coverage in all states. When I met with her, she had like 5 bars of LTE.
Yeah, see, the biggest problem with U.S. Cellular is I was reading on U.S. Cellular website, and it's a little ways before I'm actually in a market for U.S. Cellular, but they got, I mean, you can get unlimited for a really good deal. You can actually finance a really nice flagship for like pennies. I mean, they're cheaper than any other carrier. But if you use over 400 megabytes of LTE in a non-US cellular market, or so many minutes, then they will just cut you off.
What's up, Kenneth Marlin? What's going on? My bad. Go ahead.
So that's kind of awful because they have coverage everywhere with US Cellular, but it's just that if you're not in their exact market, if you're out of their market, I guess roaming or whatever, if you use over 400 megabytes of LTE or data speeds out of their market, then you're terminated. They'll just cut you off. I've seen
and
that.
They also
They
also got prepaid.
Yeah, I've seen that on the US Cellular website. So I mean, if it wasn't for that, then you might always be in a roaming area, but that would be the best route to go because I mean, their prices are right. That's for sure.
Now, one thing about U.S. Cellular, and I'm surprised they don't work wherever you are, Stevie, because you said you live in the sticks, and that's what they're literally designed for, is to work in like, the mountainous regions, the country, places where the top 4 don't work. That's what U.S. Cellular's for. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure how many miles I am from the nearest market where they have like a really good service area. I know that I'm a little ways away from like their nearest market. But if they keep on expanding, because if you look on the North Carolina coverage map for U.S. Cellular, a lot of the sandhills is blanketed, which is kind of crazy. But a lot of the sandhills is blanketed with U.S. Cellular, but it's slowly inching up, further, to the central and over that way. So I mean, who knows? I mean,
also,
who knows what's going to happen?
It's strange. I'm on their website right now, and they're showing the installment prices. For some reason, they're not showing the 2-year service agreement prices, and they're the last carrier with that. When I was at work the other day, I'm just going to paraphrase, but you can get a S8 Plus for like $20 on a 2-year service agreement.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, the other day I was on there looking at U.S. Cellular on their 2-year plan, and it said get a special. You can get a Samsung Galaxy S9 or an iPhone 8 for I think it said $11 a month. But whenever you went in there and added everything, it was up to like $28 a month. Like it was saying $10 or $11 a month beforehand, and now it's over more than double the price for the installment plan. So I'm not really sure what happened there, what was going on there, but yeah. David Wilson, U.S. Cellular does have their own network.
Yeah, I used to flash to US Cellular back in the day. That was a pain. Boy.
They wanted me to work for them, but I had to move to Oklahoma to do that.
Mm.
But yeah, they do the good old 2-year agreement. And another thing that my rep said was, even if US Cellular doesn't work where you live at too much, get the 2-year agreement. Pay the $350 cancellation fee, and then you can unlock the phone.
Speaking of phones, guys, you want to talk about the LG product real quick, man? That we got going on Cricket.
LG in general is really slacking with phones, other than their V series and their G6. But as far as televisions, as far as like wireless accessories, they're killing it, man. I mean, I have yet to find something better than LG Tones. Not even those Beats that are trying to knock off are as good as them.
Yeah, the LG Tones are awesome. They're really. I
returned mine today.
Oh, really?
Well, I bought them and I never set them up. They were just sitting there, and I just said, "Man, I'm not going to use it," so I took them back.
Yeah,
and they were the nice black and gold ones.
Vincent D, U.S. Cellular is CDMA.
Big shout outs to the 54 viewers in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. Leave them likes. But yeah, LG, man, bro, it's like, man, that phone is like the so like blah phone or meh phone, man. I was looking at it, man. I was trying to get excited. I seen, LG Rizio 3, and I'm like, okay, cool. I opened it up. I'm like, all right, what is it gonna have? Like a bigger better display? Is it gonna have like some dual speakers on there? Maybe a dual camera? You know what I'm saying? Maybe some other kind of goodie, a big old battery in there. What is the eye-popping feature? And it's like 5-inch display, 720p, 2,500 milliamp battery, and I'm like, oh my god, my lord, this is just so 2016. Like, come on, man. Like,
basically the first one that came out like that design was the LG Tribute Dynasty on Boost. Then you had the LG Zone 4, the Aristo 2. Then you have the Fortune 2. You had the Rizio 3. And there's several more from different other carriers, and they're the exact same phone. The only difference is maybe a different processor from a quad core to an octa core. The Aristo 2 has facial recognition and whatever, and so I mean they're all the same exact phone, just with different back color covers, and processors are a bit different. But they get the same screen, the same design. They have the same battery, everything the same. Other than them two things.
Hey, look at that. Big John Tech Reviews with the big $20 donation.
Hey, man. John, I know we're talking about mobile phones and plans in general, but I had an interesting discussion with CB yesterday. Well, it was a back and forth on the chat, and postpaid is looking a lot better than prepaid in a lot of areas these days, bro.
Do you
want me to give you an example?
Yeah.
All right. An S7 on Straight Talk is $300. Their plan is $55 a month on auto pay for the unlimited plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can get an AT&T phone with a $65 unlimited plan. $65. That's including line access. It's not additional. And then pay like $5 extra a month for the S7. Now, if you do the math, it sounds higher than the Straight Talk. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
It does. But after 14 days, you pay off that S7. An S7 on postpaid is only $150. You pay that S7 off, you leave AT&T, you can put that same S7 on Straight Talk, you saved $150.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of ways, you got to do a lot of things, wiggling around, moving around. It's not that, And a lot of consumers, man, they're not like.
That's easy. That's how we sold like 5 S7s yesterday. We moved people from Straight Talk to AT&T and Verizon just because of that. We told them, hey, wait 14 days, you can pay it off.
Yeah. I mean, talk about the S7. Anybody who says the S7 is still not a good phone in 2018, I don't know about them, but I mean,
Dude,
the
the
S7
S6 is still good in 2018.
man, that S7 is killing it, man. I mean, my S7 is blazing, and and you know, I mean, the S7 is an awesome phone. I mean, it's right up
I
there.
think the S6
I mean,
is still good.
I mean, whenever you look at the LG V20 and the Galaxy S7, they're spec almost identically the same, other than the RAM. Same processor and everything. And they both run about identically the same.
Well, if it's not an iPhone, it's not for me. Okay, guys, come on now, you know that. I need my iMessage, all right, and my whatever else, books or something.
Sure.
I think No Hustle need to go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get that Huawei Mate RS. What, $2,000?
Mate RS, what the heck?
Yeah, it's that new Porsche edition RS Huawei.
Oh,
that thing looks smoking, man.
No. I need that P20 Pro in Twilight.
Yeah, man. That P20 Pro and Twilight can't beat that, man.
$1,500.
1,500. Yep.
You know what amazes me, dude? It amazes me to see people that walk around like they come in to upgrade their phone. They still have S3s, S4s.
Of course, those are good phones.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see somebody with an S2 or something like that. What do you think?
So that brings up a good story that I've told many people. My brother bought a Note 8 outright the day after it came out, and he put it on Cricket Wireless. And he said, people say, oh, why'd you spend $1,000 on a phone, 900, 800, whatever. He says, because I don't have to buy a phone for the next 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
True.
And he has Samsung Protect on it.
Yeah, well, that's if you actually take care of your phones. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they just, phones, they just smash them or whatever. They don't even care, man.
So speaking of smashing, I bought a Moto E4 Plus yesterday. I bought the unlock code from eBay, and I smashed it yesterday, and it's just smithereens now. And not only that, I dropped it in water afterwards.
Wow. Nice.
You should have just took it back and got your money back. That's kind of like, that's a lot of money.
Should have sent it to me.
I should have just literally pulled $120 out of my wallet and flushed it down the toilet, because that's literally what happened.
I mean, why didn't you just return it? I mean, get your money back.
They wouldn't take it back.
I mean,
if they saw that kind of damage.
I mean, before you decided to crack it and bust it and everything else.
Well, Target closes at 11.
Big
this
John,
is way after 11.
Big John, I have not turned on my S7 lately, so I'm not really sure what kind of update is on the S7.
So Isaac,
made. Oh, so what happened, man? Did you get mad? What happened? Tell us a story, because it ain't just shattering your head, bro. Come on now, be honest.
Oh no, I was trying to download some emulators that for some reason the E4 Plus was just rejecting them completely, and I got mad and I threw it a little hard though. And I'm like, wait, what the heck is wrong with me? I'd never get that mad. I don't know what the heck was wrong with me last night.
I mean, $120 is a lot of money. Like you said, you took it out, and most of all, I mean, I would have had to been like, okay, I'm gonna just reset it, put it back in the box, and wait till the moment return and get my money back, and that way I ain't out anything.
This is what I don't get. It's like when I see couples, when I see they fight, that's the first thing they do is they grab each other's phone and like throw the phone. Like, man, nah, man, you better throw a pillow or something. And get this, guys. For those of you that do not know, right? If you're a male, especially if you're a male, I mean, this can apply to female, obviously, as well. But if you're a male, right, and you get into confrontation with your female partner or with your partner, let's just say, right, and you take that phone and you smash that phone, right, you just took their line of communication away. You just took their escape away. So if anything happens, that can technically, you could technically go to jail or prison or, do some time for that, man. You got to be careful with this stuff, guys. So, if you're in a confrontation or whatever, just walk away, let them do what they got to do, blow off some steam or whatever. But if you smash their phone and you won't let them go or whatever the case may be, because I know a lot of guys like to do that stuff, and it's just like, the cops come and they see or they know that you broke their line of communication to the outside world or to the police. You could get charged for kidnapping. I mean, you can. It's.
I mean, it's funny talking to people. I bet they can't remember life before smartphones. They don't remember how they got to complicated locations. They didn't remember how they just did a lot of things before smartphones.
Yeah, that too. Destruction of private property is against the law. Yeah, that too. But
and then I ask people, are without a phone for 2 days, and they're like, "My goodness, I've been going crazy. I haven't had my phone in 48 hours."
Yeah.
Isaac, no, I'm sorry, not Isaac. Vincent D's asking if the Blade Z Max will get Oreo. Honestly, I hope it doesn't because I do not like Oreo.
Yeah, my Nokia 6 got Oreo 8.1, and I mean it's okay on that phone, but other than a few differences, I mean I kind of like the setup better on Nougat than I do on Oreo.
I don't like the picture-on-picture.
I know that the Galaxy S7 and the V20 supposed to get Oreo, just not sure when.
Do you think the S6 is a good device in 2018, fellas?
Other than the battery?
Think it is.
Other than the battery, yeah. I think it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, guys. I hope you guys know as well, even if your phone is not in service, you can always dial 911. Just so you guys know, MTR saved your life. All right. Don't be out there in an emergency situation. Be like, oh, damn, I didn't pay my prepaid service today. I can't call 911. No, man, you can always call 911 no matter what.
Speaking of dial 911, you do know T-Mobile got a huge fine last week.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for the ringtone thing. Yeah, we can talk about
pretending that calls were connecting and going to people's voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, guys. It's like, seriously, get some more freaking towers. Don't do crap like that.
I know, right?
And it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy because I had that happen. I know when I was working at Metro PCS, I know that shit was happening. My wife was trying to call her mother-in-law. Mother-in-law was trying to call my wife, and people were trying to call me and whatnot, and it was just like not going through. And the next day, we'd be like, man, we were calling you like 5-10 times, and it was ringing. Why didn't you pick up? And silence over here, dude. Never got a call. So I know that shit affected me, and I know probably half of you in this chat has been affected before. Where
it did me too.
Somebody hits you up like the next day, and they're like, "Hey man, why didn't you pick up my call, man? I called you, and it just ring. And so it makes you think that your phone is, or it makes the other person's phone think it's messed up, but it's actually T-Mobile or Metro PCS is messed up.
Because I had that problem myself on Metro a few times.
Guys, I'm telling you, like, I've always liked Metro for the free phones, and going to a bigger city. I know I've repeated this to nauseum, but I have never had a worse experience with Metro than I did recently when I traveled out of state. And it's funny, there were people leaving Cricket to go to Metro, especially truck drivers, and then they come back 2 weeks later like, I'm coming back. I got lost. I lost service and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Mr. Carraware says his S6 active battery is better than the regular S6. Speaking about active Galaxies, I still have to say it. The Galaxy S5 active is so much better than the regular S5.
Yeah, the S5, the regular S5 to me was just junk, in my opinion.
The Band-Aid phone, you mean? You remember that? The Band-Aid had the back of a Band-Aid, basically.
The what now? I think I'll kind of cut out there for a second.
Okay. The back looked like a Band-Aid or whatever. It was
yeah.
And then they had that little flap that never stayed on.
I mean, if somebody gave me a S5, a Galaxy S5, I'd take it. But as far as like buying one, paying $100, shoot, no. I mean, but yeah, the Galaxy S6, a lot of big reviewers will be like, that phone is so out of date, it's not worth it. But I mean, I had an S6, for a little bit of time there with Straight Talk, and it worked great. Other than the battery not getting you through a whole day, I mean, that was on low to moderate usage. Other than the battery, I thought the phone was solid. Solid. Yeah, I know that TouchWiz was more heavier then, but it still worked good.
It says, do all LG phones end up boot looping?
Boot looping. Not all of them. I don't think.
Yeah. Big John Tech is right. You can get an S9 for $500 at Cricket for porting in. If I would have known that, I would have waited on getting the S8 Plus.
We'll see. Here's the thing. I thought that on the 27th of April, they was going to start changing all of their port ins and their upgrades. I haven't seen no change yet. I mean, have y'all seen it? Y'all know it's something that I don't know?
I haven't walked in yet.
They're doing the 90-day thing like Metro and Boost.
No, but I know that I heard that they was going to be doing their changing of plans for existing. They're going to have like their like new activation or straight out bind, and if you're an existing customer, having an upgrade price and then a port in price.
Yeah, have you walked in though? Have you walked into? You got to walk into a Cricket Wireless.
I didn't know if they. I figured
walked into one in a while.
I haven't either, but I thought that the online prices would be about the same. I didn't know.
No, I don't. I think that's that's only stores. That's only for stores, not online.
Only for stores. Okay, my bad.
Did you see that 9,000 milliamp battery phone I sent y'all on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen somebody with that come into the store the other day. I don't know if I told you about it.
That is crazy.
But he said it was a big problem because it was manufactured in China and there wasn't little updates, and I mean it looked cool.
It's probably only it's 4G.
The backing of it looks dope, and it looks like it's got like the car line type thing. It looks like basically like a car or something like that, like the edges.
It's the Geotel 9000. Geotel 9000. I've never heard of Geotel until then.
LGB20 user. Yeah, I know you. I remember you saying you had a boot loop issue on your older V20. So far, thankfully, I've not had that problem on my V20. Hopefully, I don't.
Big shout out to LGV20 user HD. Oh, he don't have the HD up there anymore, but yeah, man, that dude, he be putting in that work, guys. So go ahead and check him out because if prepaid phonenews.com put something out, you pretty much guaranteed LGV20 user is gonna be making a video about it. So lots of times I look at LGV20 users content and I make my own opinions about it. But yeah, man, LGV20 user HD, great channel for your news and reviews. Oh man.
But yeah,
my Stylo 3 Plus boot looped on me once. I had to return it.
I've had it happen as soon as it come out the box. Dead on arrival.
Knock on wood, so far I've not had no issues with LG doing that. From what I heard, that like the G4, the G3, G4 was the worst about boot looping.
I mean, Mill Hustles, come on. You got to be honest, bro. Working at Cricket for however long. How many phones have you opened up and it just didn't work?
It's
not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's like what?
No, but it happened a lot more recently before I left on my second tenure.
Okay, yeah, it's weird, man. It's technology, man. New things sometimes they just don't work or happens or whatever. It's crazy, but it's crazy when it happens to like in front of a customer. You're getting them all excited. They're all excited about upgrading or buying a new phone or coming with the company, and all of a sudden you boot up their phone. You put their plan on and everything, and you're like, turn it on. And you're like, won't turn on. Like, oh.
Hey, what was the phone before the Blade X Max? The Grand X Max, right? Grand X Max 2. Yeah, I thought that phone was way better than the Blade X Max.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of complaints about the Blade X Max. I've heard some say they love it, but I've heard more people say that they can't stand it.
Yeah, MTR has my old one.
Yes, I do.
But now the Blade Z Max, in my opinion, is one of the better ones that they ever made. I know some people don't like it because it only has 2 gigabytes of RAM and all like that. But to me, honestly, I've had my Blade Z Max for a long time. Used the crap out of it, and that thing works like a champ. I mean, it's a little workhorse.
I got mine every day, all day long.
I mean,
I love this phone. Go ahead.
I mean, right now, somebody said, "What kind of phone would you recommend, ZTE wise?" I'd say Blade Z Max or the Blade V8 Pro. Absolutely. I mean,
you remember last year, guys, the phones of the year were the Blade Z Max, the iPhone SE, and the Moto E4 Plus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you unlocked yours yet? John, have you unlocked yours yet?
Of course, man. TheUnlockingCompany.com. Come on now. I have this one unlock it.
True.
Which one?
I forgot.
Which phone?
The
all
Blade
of them.
Z Max.
Oh, Metro, unlike my Blade Z Max.
Okay. Oh, you did the old 3 months?
Nope. Actually, I quit. I just cut the service off, and then after 3 months, it unlocked by itself. Metro actually, because I called Metro about my terrible service. I said, listen, I said, I've been left for 2 months now. I said, I got no coverage. I said, they tell me there's no expansion plans for my area for coverage. I said, my iPhone gets to be unlocked in 1 month. And I said, what you going to do about it? I said, you going to unlock it or you going to pay my bill? They paid my bill. They said, we can't unlock it. So my third month on Metro was actually on Metro PCS. They said, well, if you'll stay with us for 1 more month, you can unlock your iPhone, then you can leave and we'll pay your third month's bill. I said, okay.
Dang.
So I didn't pay.
I hope they keep their end of the bargain, bro.
Well, I'm banking on it, and I'm hoping so. I mean, honestly, if they don't unlock it, I still didn't pay a dime for my third month's bill. So even if they don't unlock it, I mean, I'm planning on going to AT&T prepaid next whenever Metro runs out. And I've already got an iPhone SC on AT&T prepaid already, so it's not going to be anything lost. So I mean, almost free.
That Metro SC is going to go like double in value as soon as you unlock it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, I'm banking on it, so we'll see what happens.
How do they unlock a Metro SE?
They say it's automatic.
Have to call them because I know.
The man told me, the supervisor, whoever he was, told me, he said, you ain't got to call back to unlock. He said it'll do it automatically.
I asked because I used to have an iPhone SE on Cricket, and they told me they were going to unlock it, and they never did.
Kenneth Marlin said I should move to get better service, better Wi-Fi. So I'm supposed to pack all my stuff up and everything that I own up and move somewhere else just to get better Wi-Fi or network service. Ain't gonna happen.
Man, let me tell you guys, this Mint Sim thing, dude. Like, whoever sent me this, the rep, is so lazy, bro. It's like I keep like emailing them, like, hey, when can we talk? Oh, right now is not a good time. Next week sometime. Like, what do you mean next week sometime? Like, they can't just send me a number and be like, hey, because like I'm trying to activate this thing. It won't activate. And the dude that like I'm affiliated with, just I don't know. So it's just like I have the SIM card. He was saying that I could try it out for a month. I haven't been able to try it out. So it's still sitting here. It's like garbage.
Rob Mobile says hashtag Nintendo Wireless.
Yep. That's what needs to happen.
But yeah, Kenneth, I can't pack up and move just because I got bad Wi-Fi and bad service in my area. I don't have.
That's like
yeah. I mean,
that's like skipping a car payment and rent payment to buy a phone.
Yeah, I mean, there is. I mean, I'm using Wi-Fi calling, but it's so unreliable. And if your Wi-Fi goes out or if a storm comes through, your power goes out. Guess what? No service. So you're pretty much stuck, and I can't pack up my stuff and move somewhere that costs me money. I can't afford to move right now. So I mean, you don't
have coverage. Come on, now.
Do what now?
Don't you know that? You're holding the phone the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh Man. So who's new here? Is anybody new here in the chat? Let us know. Because I got like 42 people, 48 watching. I haven't seen this many people in a hot minute. Or maybe what is it, Saturday? No, it's Sunday.
It's
Sunday?
actually Monday.
Oh, it's Monday.
Hey, what do
now.
you think about the G6, the LG G6?
I don't know about the
Think?
G6. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, I'm wondering how the G7 Thin Q is going to be. You know, I mean, it's going to have a little notch on it and everything, but the phone looks pretty nice.
Isaac Diaz, you ain't new. Get out of here with that. Jonathan, Atlanta in the house. Oh man, Atlanta. So yeah, it's Monday for you.
How was Boost doing tonight? It's doing good tonight since I'm not actually live streaming on my own because I'm not having to use much upload speed. So stream doing pretty good.
Are you on Boost right now?
Yeah.
What were you live streaming with yesterday?
Yesterday I was live streaming from dang it, can't even remember. I want to say it was the LGX charge.
What company?
Boost.
Okay.
And it wouldn't work. I started live streaming in 10 seconds in, it started reconnecting. So I said screw it, and I just ended it. And I used my last remaining data from Metro for like a 90-minute live stream. It was before it finally went out. And honestly, even whenever my data ran out, I was pulling 0.12 megabits download and 0.12 megabits upload, and everybody in my live stream could still see my live stream and hear me. I was just very pixelated, and the stream was bad. But there was no reconnections, there was no buffering. It was just, I mean, that's with throttled Metro PCS service. And when I connected up my hotspot with Boost to my Metro, it started that buffering again. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So
like
yeah,
a lot of people. The reason I bring that up is a lot of people, you know, they think that a poor, like a pixelated image or one that's just not too sharp is your camera, but it's not your camera, it's your connection.
Yeah. See, whenever I had max speeds on Metro, I was on the iPhone SE and it was crystal clear, really good stream. Whenever I used all my data and I went to throttled 120 kilobit speeds, it went from a clear picture to a very, very pixelated, but they said my audio was still really good. So I'm surprised that the live stream was even going with those lowest speeds, which is really kind of crazy.
Well, yeah, the audio is always going to be pretty good. The video is the first one to go out, you know.
So what carriers do you have now, bro? You have Metro, you have Boost.
Just Metro and Boost right now.
Bet you can't wait to get rid of both of them.
I can't wait to get rid of both of them. I am so ready for the middle of May to get rid of both of these carriers. Actually, I got a free month of service with Boost because I didn't bring your own phone. So actually, I got a free month of service coming up next month. So I'll have them for another month because of that free. Because if you bring your own device, you pay a month, you get a month free with Boost. So they told me that I'll be getting next month free. So I'll have them, but I will definitely be using, you know, AT&T prepaid or Cricket or whoever else I had to go with. It's going to be one of the two. The reason why I say AT&T prepaid is because now you get their max speeds, not 8 megabits per second. You're always deprioritized. So if you're in a congested area, you're gonna be slowed down. But you're getting their max speeds, and it's the same price as Cricket with auto pay. It's $65 a month or $55 with auto pay with AT&T prepaid, and you're getting the AT&T's max speeds whatever they are, instead of being just kept at 8 megabits.
I really would like the Verizon Beyond Unlimited plan because it's unthrottled all the time. They told me, like, a guy that's a rep there, that's an old friend of mine, said you never get slowed down. You get 15 gigs of hotspot, and I think one more thing, some kind of like HBO or something, or whatever. HBO's cool, but you know how much it is after taxes? Without auto pay, it's $105 a month.
I was gonna say 105 or 110. That's ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, I would consider Verizon, but it's CDMA, and I got too many unlocked phones to go CDMA.
Honestly, like I make okay money at my new job, but I still like I'd have to be the next tier before I pay $105 a month for one phone. I'll pay 105 for two phones, but not for one.
See, anybody in here, you know, that watches my live streams as well, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not going with a CDMA carrier because I got way more unlocked phones that I've actually had to pay for to go with CDMA. All them phones just be sitting there like a paperweight. So it has to be a GSM carrier, which is going to be either AT&T prepaid or Cricket. So no CDMA, no Verizon for me because of that reason. If I didn't have no unlocked phones and I had just a few phones laying around, I could buy a good Verizon phone. Then yeah, but yeah,
that's why I like the Motorola. That's why I like Motorola because
those
it's
weird
GSM
companies.
CDMA.
I seen somebody that says better sim. I don't know, bro. These weird companies, man. I can't go with these weird companies. I feel strange, you know.
Yeah, I've
like,
got a lot of emails from Better Sim want me to go to try out Better Sim. Not, I mean, they want me like, you know, not like sponsor or whatever, or try to get out. So they want me, you know, I signed up for Better Sim. I signed up with an email. I didn't get a SIM card, nothing like that. I just kind of like, you know, went on there, put in my email address, and now I'm getting a crap load of, you know, emails from them. But you know, I heard it was decent.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just feel weird. Like I feel like I'm on like some backyard, like you know what I'm saying? Like some guy just opened up his coat, like, hey man, I got just different companies, you know what I'm saying? What you want to go with, man? I got everything you need, boy. You know, it's like, huh? What? Nah, man, I'm headed to the Cricket store, bro. Like, don't be trying to, you know, like he's trying to sell me a bag or something. Like, no, bro, no.
Was the Orbit Wonder CDMA/GSM or just GSM?
It's both. Orbit Wonder is CDMA and GSM. When I done the bring your own device, that's what I activated with the Orbit Wonder. But there's something not right with it. I mean, the reception was great on it. The reception was really good. I got better reception than I did with any Boost phone that I have. 3G connected very well. LTE done fine, but it would not. But upload speed was always 0. For some reason, the upload speeds the download would be like 20 to 40, but upload would always say 0. It would jump up for a second and then back down to 0, and upload speeds would not work at all on that phone. I done all I could do to because you can't go in there and update PRLs and all that kind of stuff on an unlocked phone like you can an actual Boost mobile phone. So I went there and done all I could do, reset network, set everything, and and there was the upload speeds were virtually 0, nothing. You couldn't.
You know, I would
nothing.
like to go. Like one thing I've been doing these last few days when I have a little time is going to that commercial YouTube channel that I'm always sharing phones from, and just buy something from it because you know there's like tons of brands that you know we never heard of. Like Orbit, the Orbit Wonder has a commercial there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the new mobile has a commercial there. There's like,
I mean,
probably 100 different phone manufacturers that are making some noise.
I mean, honestly, the Orbit Wonder 5.5 is not a bad phone. It's not a powerhouse by any means, and the fingerprint scanner is pathetic for reading your fingerprint. But I mean, the phone for basic usage, it works. But I mean, it's not like a powerhouse by any means.
Hey, let's see who's with what. Who is with what carrier? What carrier you were on, basically. I want to see if anybody's got some weird carriers in here. So everybody shout out your carrier that you're with right now.
Rock
even
Mobile
if you don't like them.
Rock Mobile asked me if I got clarification on Metro PCS. Yes. If you got service before was April 1st, you were grandfathered for 90 days. After activation on April 1st, it's 6 months, 180 days. So I'm so I was grandfathered in.
Let me see. Cricket, Telcel. What? Somebody's with Telcel. Okay. That's a weird one. Metro, T-Mobile, Metro.
Sprint, Metro, Boost Mobile.
Doesn't Telcel America use AT&T towers?
Nope. It's T-Mobile. Total Wireless. We got a Total Wireless. T-Mobile postpaid.
The majority in here is T-Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Simple Mobile. That's T-Mobile.
T-Mobile. Yep. Dang. The Rock, baby. Rock Mobiles. AT&T and Simple.
I mean, the T-Mobile MVNOs, they got some very good deals on their MVNOs, but it's just, if you're not in an area, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's some different ones. There's like a smart. What is that one? Smart Wire? No, not Smart Wire. Man, what am I thinking about? I'm losing my mind here. Different ones. Not Smart Mobile. What is that one that's called? Smart Wireless? No, I can't remember. T-Mobile got too many. Huh?
Simple Mobile?
No, not Simple. It's a Smart. I can't remember.
Simple Mobile?
No, it's not Simple Mobile.
Go Smart.
Go Smart. There you go. Go Smart. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, Jonathan just said Go Smart.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one I was thinking about. It was weird because it was like unlimited 3G or something like that. I don't know. It was like so weird. And it was like really like the price on it was really good. So, but
yeah, I agree, Sean White. TracFone has way too many brands. There are so many MVNOs or offsprings of TracFone.
TracFone.
And what's so bad at TracFone is the worst out of all of them.
Oh my god, that voice system is just horrible. I hate it. And as soon as it's like it doesn't matter if you're like next to a TV, it's like, oh, thank you for choosing. Like, oh my god. And it's like press 1 for TracFone, press 2 for Simple Mobile, press 3. Like, oh my god, it's a nightmare, dude. It is such a nightmare. And it'll be like, did you try to power off your phone? No, you dumbass. No, not at all. It's like, power your phone off and power it back on and call us back if it didn't work. Like, what?
Yeah.
We got to make a skit, dude, one of these days with something like that, with the automated system, because it's just like so bad. Who do you guys think has the worst automated system as far as like if you dial 611 from your phone, who has the worst automated system?
Verizon.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Yeah. You cannot talk to a representative for squat if you ain't got Verizon. You hang it up.
Oh yeah, if you tell them you got Verizon prepaid, they'll bang on you. They'll be like, "Oh, this is postpaid. You don't have a contract."
And then I'll say, I have, I'll talk to Verizon prepaid. I said, but can you give me some money directly? Because when I call it, it gives me no option. They'll say, oh, sure. Hang on 1 second. And then you're sent over to Verizon prepaid's, automated service, and you're pretty much in the same boat you're already in. Like, are you serious? Oh my goodness. It was Verizon was horrible. And also AT&T's kind of a pain too.
That's what we need to do one day, is that I need to just dial all the companies and see who we can actually reach, the fastest.
From bloggers and creators.
So Sprint takes forever. Sprint, you just hit a bunch of zeros every time. Sprint
or Boost Mobile. If you keep hitting 0, it'll say, yeah, you'll get somebody on the phone.
Some carriers will hang up on you if you keep pressing 0. I know TracFone will.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry for having problems. Thank you for calling. Like, what? What?
So
I'm sorry. I did not get a response. Hey, so who here has heard of the Planet Gemini PDA?
Not me.
What
I'm looking at. I'm looking up like phones you or I've never heard of.
Who's never had problem? Yo, we got 55 in the building. What's up? Thank you for joining on in. I never live stream it on Sunday nights, but apparently, I guess we good. We should do this some more often. So thank you, everybody. Go ahead, leave that like. Super chats wide open. Thank you so much for all those. Big John Tech Reviews.
So do you think,
bucks, man? Thank you so much for that love tonight.
Do you think that now they're going to be gold and magenta?
Oh my God, no! It's. I mean, they're gonna have to name it something new, like new T-Mobile or something like that. They're gonna have to have some type of Sprint stuff in there somewhere. You know, PDA died a long time ago. Who has a GPS in their cars?
The last GPS I had was a Garmin, and I have no idea where that thing's at.
I see people come in and buy GPSs. Like, what? Why?
I like my Waze app. I'm a big fan of Waze. I use that all the time, and I love it. I mean, you can have Waze on going on the highway. It'll tell you if there's debris in the road. It'll tell you if there's a spare tire on the side of the road. If there's a car on the side, if there's police ahead, it'll tell you everything.
I tell you what, Waze, man, saved my butt one time.
I'm a huge fan of Waze.
I will tell you how they saved me one day, but it's a very, very, very almost shocking story.
Uh-oh. Waze, huh?
Yep.
So it's true. T-Mobile did buy out. Not yet. They say they did, but they're still gonna have to go through a process. So not yet. It's
Hey, Chris Stevens. Waze is Google. Waze is part of Google. So, yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. It's like, oh, I hate Facebook. I'm going to WhatsApp or I'm going to Instagram. Like, okay, they're owned by the same company. Who cares?
Yeah. Waze is owned by Google. The only problem the only problem I ever had with Waze is there's times it'll wait to the very last second to tell you to turn left or turn right. That's the only problem that I've seen with Waze.
Oh yeah, bro. Who remembers printing up maps, bro, on MapQuest with the directions?
I remember doing that.
I've had a GPS before that, bro. So there's already.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Mill Hustles? What's up? Acting strange. You still there, CV?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sprint and T-Mobile. They literally took a Verizon map and just changed it to magenta.
Oh man.
I got that from Android Central.
They're 99%. That's funny.
In my opinion, Chris, Waze is better than Google Maps, just because of all the information it gives you. But take for your needs. Take for your needs. Keep asking what happened. Mill Hustles.
What did he ask?
I think he was asking. He said, he says, what happened? Store Hustle. Not really sure.
What happened to your store, bro? That's what they're asking.
Which store? I had a bunch. They all closed for now. I have a job. I'm going to send you a picture, CV and John, of John Ledger and the Sprint CEO. I don't know if it's doctored or not, but I got this from Android Central.
No, bro. Did you not watch the video? Did you watch the video?
I didn't. It's just a screenshot.
Oh, dude, you got to watch the video, bro. It's like 6 minutes long, and it's John Ledger talks at first, and then he the camera zooms out a little bit, and it's like there's Mr. John or there's Mr. Marcelo right there, and they're talking together, bro.
I didn't even see that. I need to check that out.
Yeah, he's got a heavy accent. I just believe it's Spanish or something like that. I didn't know. That's cool though. Yep.
Didn't they used to always go back and forth on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh, take for
Where's
your
the video? I don't see the video.
Take for your needs was saying a story about Waze, Mill Hustles.
Oh.
Oh, no, I can't tell that here.
Okay.
Family friendly. Ending up at Turd Lake. I mean, come on. If it tells you to turn into a lake and you see a lake, are you going to turn into it?
Just because Waze told you to? I mean, what was that story about that person using the Waze app or whatever and told them to turn or whatever, and they turned and it was a building there or something?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I'll tell it in due time. Tech for your need.
honestly, to be honest with you, if you are driving and using GPS, there's a building there that says turn. If you don't know any better to not to turn into a building, you shouldn't be driving to begin
with. Should I play the video for you guys? You think that would help?
Where did you find it? I can't find it anywhere on YouTube. I'm just learning about this video right now.
John, it's on John Leisure's Twitter.
Oh, okay. So it's not a YouTube video.
It is. It's on YouTube too.
David Garcia, the new T-Mobile will be GSM. They won't go CDMA, that's for sure. All right, have a good in there, Big John Tech Reviews. Thank you for joining in, man.
Yeah, I don't know if T-Mobile will mess me up, but I don't think they should. I wouldn't.
I mean, if it's coming off of YouTube, or not YouTube, Twitter, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, you know what? We're in Hangouts though. I can't. We're not gonna be able to hear the audio anyway. So yeah, that's a no-go. Dang.
I guess you just got to go to Twitter and look up him and watch the video then.
Yeah.
I mean, if they've gone that far to make a video, then the deal is pretty much sealed.
Well, it is. I mean, it was a $26 billion buyout, and they said that it was done, but you know how the government is, so
yeah, they got to wait to see if there's any pushback or anything like that, or
taxes.
You won't see AT&T and Verizon merge themselves, Sean White.
Could you imagine?
no.
Could you imagine that?
I mean, seriously, if that was to happen, they would. Every other carrier might as well just give up. I mean, seriously. That would.
Could you imagine if Metro and Boost were bought out by Verizon and they were made into like some super prepaid carrier that would use all three towers? What would they be called?
I don't know. Consumer Cellular. The government would not allow that to happen. Not in a million years. Yeah.
No,
so
not
dang,
Verizon.
Man, we still got 48 viewers watching, man. Who is still watching and who has been here since the beginning? You guys are amazing tonight.
See, the thing about it is the reason that Verizon and AT&T would never be allowed to merge is how many times has Verizon or AT&T tried to buy like entire media companies? I mean, hell, Verizon tried to buy Disney. Do y'all remember that? AT&T tried to buy Time Warner.
Nah,
AT&T tried to buy T-Mobile. Remember?
Yeah,
that
was not even like a year or two ago.
But yeah, they're trying to get more and more into content.
Yeah. I mean, Verizon charges enough; they should be able to buy what they want to buy.
I mean, Verizon owns. They even own Complex Media. If anybody here watches Complex, especially sneakerheads, hip hop fans, fashionistas, Verizon owns all that.
Millennials. Cough.
You're a millennial, sir.
No, I'm not, bro. Why do you keep saying that? I'm not a millennial.
Because if you were born in 1980 or afterwards until like the year 2000, you're a millennial.
Oh my God. What is everybody? I'm 36. What does everybody consider a millennial? I think it's like 25.
I'm a millennial. I'm 33 and I'm a millennial. It's funny when I was in my training class for Walmart, one of the managers kept attacking millennials. I said, dude, I'm a millennial. I'm, like, what is your problem?
Honestly, though, I don't consider our age being millennials being early 80s. I don't consider that, though. I mean, even though it is, I don't consider it. Because, I mean, when I hear millennials, I think of those maybe born in 95 and above.
See, you know how I counter that, guys? You know how I would counter that?
Yeah.
Some people say that the current president is not their president, but it's their president, whether they like it or not. It's the same thing with millennials. You say you're not millennials, but you are millennials.
Not my millennial. We are Gen Y.
We are millennials, guys.
There you go.
I'm a proud millennial.
To be millennials.
We're like first years millennials is all. I mean, we're like on the neck and neck. We're kind of like on the borderline, I guess you would say.
We're not even millennials. We're just millenn.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, bro. I grew up with a black and white TV. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's can't believe millennial.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 20 ranges. Yeah. Check in with me and do your job.
I was born when freaking Atari was popular. So I mean, come on now.
And as Trek says, I'm about to be 44. Proud millennial. Oh my god. See, millennials are turning 18 in early.
So you're basically saying you're using the hashtag not my generation.
There you go. We'll have to make a hashtag or something about it.
Well,
I love triggering MTR, calling him a millennial. I don't do it often because if I do it often, it'll get old. Huh?
Right? That shit triggers me, bro. I've worked with millennials. Trust me, there's a big difference.
You were only a millennial if you have ate a Tide Pod.
I think that's Generation X.
Yeah.
That's Generation Stupid.
Yeah. Chris Stevenson, you're like what, 22 years old? So you're born in the late 90s, man.
Chris Stevenson is Generation X, isn't he?
I can't believe the Tide Pod.
What year was you born, Chris?
I cannot believe that there was so many incidences of people eating Tide Pod. Like, how stupid and the condom challenge. Have you guys seen that or heard about that?
I've heard of it. Oh my goodness. I mean, seriously.
Let's just discuss that. The condom challenge.
When we grew up, man, there was.
I'm sorry, not Generation X, Generation Z. We're in Generation Z. I'm sorry. Generation X is way before us.
I mean, Big John Tech Reviews donated $20, so we're good on the revenue. We don't have to worry about that. The condom challenge. Holy crap. Like, people are snorting condoms up their noses, man. And what so what's the point, or what do you got to do? You snort it up your nose, and what happens?
I guess they consider it a healthy alternative to, nose candy.
No, but what's supposed to happen? You snort the condom, and then what do you do? Or what happens?
I guess you don't get pregnant through your nose.
I was Generation X's how. Wait, no, I'm just trying to figure out what's the challenge of it. From what I heard, they was snorting it up their nose. It was coming out their mouth. No way. Yeah. From what I heard, they was snorting it up their nose, and they were trying to pull it out through their mouth. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's just the dumbest thing I ever heard. That's just like stupid. That's like. I think they should have landed up in a condom. That's what happened. But what in y'all opinion is dumber, that or eating the Tide Pod? I would say Tide Pod is probably a little bit more ridiculous than that. I mean, seriously, why would anybody? So,
I don't know. I think eating a Tide Pod is much more normal than snorting a condom. And to those kids that snorted a condom, you don't feel so bad. Your parents didn't know how to use one either.
Oh man! Oh my goodness! I mean, it's just stupid what they're doing today. I mean, you never thought about this kind of mess back in the 80s and growing up in the 80s and 90s. You never heard about this kind of. I mean, we used to shoot each other with BB guns, man, and it was okay. Yeah, I know. It was more. I remember running around the apartment complex. We used to shoot each other with BBs. BB guns, like air pellet guns and everything. Like, yeah.
Pretty soon, there's going to be a kitty cat challenge where you get on your toilet bowl and your knees and try to drink water out of there.
I mean, can you imagine kids running around now with laser tag guns in an apartment complex? It's like a lot of. I'm not even going to go into that. Idiots, simple as that. Yep. So after the condom challenge, is there any new challenges out now that I haven't heard about?
The lava challenge. The lava challenge. But that one's a lot safer. That one's actually fun. That's like you're walking, and if someone screams lava on the floor or something, you have to jump up on whatever. You have to literally just jump on whatever to get off the floor.
Mm.
Oh yeah, these are the same kids working at McDonald's and don't understand the new kiosk at the door is about to replace them. Yep.
That one's actually pretty fun, the lava challenge.
Haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, that one's really fun. Like, just go with a friend to Walmart, and just like for Walmart example, be near the furniture or something or whatever. Say lava challenge, and you got to jump on whatever's there, get off the floor.
No hustle.
That sounds like something I would have did when I was younger.
No hustle. Look, La Migra challenge.
Yeah. La Migra challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, you
I have
run
no
up.
idea.
As long as there's space in that, as long as there's space in that caravan that came today, I can do that.
La Migra challenge. That's funny personally because I'm Hispanic. I'm Colombian, but you know what I'm saying is you I guess you go around a bunch of people that are immigrants or whatever, and you yell La Migra or whatever, like immigration.
Isn't there a challenge like that already?
I don't think so. It's not a challenge, bro. It's just something people do all the time.
In this track says I heard they are eating out of toilets now. Saw the girl eating ramen noodles out of a toilet.
Okay, so the lava challenge is actually they scream floor is lava, and you have to jump on whatever is around to get off the floor. I think that's cool. I could do something like that. My 33-year-old fat self could do something like that.
The boiling hot water challenge is the worst out of all, I think. The boiling hot water challenge.
Yeah, they did that after the ice bucket challenge got played out.
La Migra challenge is real, John. Yeah.
I have no idea, Kenneth. I have no idea yet, man.
Oh yeah, the Bloody Mary. Yeah, remember that, guys? The Bloody Mary one where you stare in the mirror at night or something like that, or you go to the cemetery. Those are the old ones, man. That's the old ones. That's one of the fun, you know what I'm saying? Those are the fun ones, man. But anyways, guys, I guess you guys want to go ahead and quit.
My battery's getting low.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just getting started.
Oh Lord. Go live on Instagram then, no hustles.
I've been using Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook Lite because the actual apps have been like messing with my phone. Like they make my phone freeze, my battery. I don't know what it is.
All them nudes, bro. You gotta stop sending them nudes.
Oh nah.
Kenneth Marlin, no, I will not be streaming tonight. I was already going home 10 to 1, so no stream tonight. And plus, it wouldn't work anyway because, Boost Mobile.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you guys for joining on in. Go ahead and smash that like button if you have not so far. CV Tech, where can they find you at, man?
Well, they can find me on YouTube at CV Tech.
And y'all better subscribe. Y'all better be subscribed to him. If you watch this whole thing,
CV, John, y'all should try the planking challenge.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't make it through that shit.
You know what that is, right?
I don't know.
You know what that is? It's literally laying face down on something as flat as you can, like literally turn into like a wood plank.
I got something to turn into a wood plank, but
look, I'm plywood. Look, I'm plywood.
All right.
But yeah, also on Instagram and Twitter at CV_Tech1. I'll put that down here. Actually, that way, yeah.
Hey, CV, I know you're not going live tonight, but have you tried going live on Instagram with Boost? See if it's like the same pain or what?
Actually, I have, and it works fine.
Oh Lord!
All right, who is subscribed to CV Tech in this chat? Type a 5 in real quick. I want to see that before we go. See that before we go.
Real hustle's done.
I want to see that. Let's see. There you go. See, look at that. Look at all that love for CV.
Got all the 5s. Thank y'all.
Now everybody who typed the 5 donate $5 to each stream.
Right?
Yeah, that'd work.
Look at all that. All right.
Thank y'all.
You guys are amazing. Lovely stream tonight. Thank you guys. As always, Mill Hustles, where can they find you? Or do you want them to find you?
I'm off the grid.
He's off the grid. All
I'm
right.
subscribed to you also, TJ.
All right. Peace out.